Hey, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham to all my brothers, Yahweh Shemal Thumb Ba'Shem Yahushua to all my sisters. This is Captain Kadazai, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, letting you know what you got to do is you got to tune into Florida's new channel. If you want to make sure that you get all them videos, all these battles, make sure that you get this knowledge. You tune into No Cowards Florida on YouTube. And once again, that's No Cowards Florida on YouTube. And if you're interested in doing classes anywhere in Florida, from Tampa to Jacksonville, all the way on down to Miami, then you got to hit up 561-600-8875. Make sure you subscribe, like the videos, hit that number up. Shalom.
Shalom Israel, we're the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We've been bringing out the truth of the Bible since 1969. We're currently under Commanding General Yohana, and we are not affiliated with any Hebrew Israelite group whatsoever. I am Priest and Officer Yamayan, coming to you out of Jacksonville, Florida. And today we're going to talk about race and racism. Now, people think it's wrong to be racist. And the only thing racist is preferring your own. People do it all the time. You go to a Chinese restaurant, you don't see nothing but Chinese people working there. You go to the Arab store, you see nothing but Arabs. But when black people choose each other over everybody else, it seems to be a problem with everybody else, not knowing that the Most High himself was a racist. I'm going to start this off by reading the definition of race. You got that ready?
Con, sir.
Let me get it.
Race, a family, tribe, people, or nation belonging to the same stock. A class or kind of people unified by shared interests, habits, or characteristics.
That's race. So being racist or showing racism is preferring your family, your tribe, your stock above others. And the Most High chose us, 12 tribes of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, as his people. And we should choose each other over other nations. But I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to let the Bible do the talking. I'm going to start off in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Con, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above some people?
Above all people.
Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
As you can see right there, that's a racist statement. The Most High said he chose us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, above all people on the face of the earth. There's nothing wrong with being a racist. Like I said, when you go other places where you have other nations running their businesses, they only have their kind in there. And that's good. But we have to learn to separate ourselves from everybody else in order for us to move like how they move. So we can be racist like the Most High. It's a good thing. It's great. I love it. I'm going to move next to Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Get there. Nothing wrong with being a racist. If we showed each other more love towards each other, we can stop killing each other. People ain't realize that. We have to separate ourselves from these people, man. Stop following their coaches and everything else. And we get back to us doing us. Let me get Amos chapter 3, start at verse 1.
Con, sir. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And here we have it again. Most High let it be known that Israel, when he brought us out of Egypt, he've only known us out of all the families on the earth. Again, we are the chosen ones, chosen 12 tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. You see, they got your pastor telling you to love everybody, And the Most High don't love everybody. I'm saying I'm reading out of the Bible, and not my special Bible. It's the King James 16:11 with the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? And if we separated from everybody else, as we're supposed to be, we wouldn't be killed by our oppressors, because we'll know who our enemy is, but we're getting that later on. Let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 7. Start at verse 23. You got it?
Khan, sir. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself.
Stop right there. That word redeem is to save. You know what I'm saying? The Most High came to save us, for people to himself. Continue to read.
And to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land, before thy people which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
The Most High again is putting us, separating us from everybody else when he saved us out of Egypt. He rescued us. You know what I'm saying? He didn't come for everybody. He only came for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're going to continue on. Move over to Exodus chapter 11. Start at verse 7.
Come, sir. But against, Salakia, Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
And that scripture right there is real heavy, because you got most of us who follow the whole Kemetic thing, thinking that we're from Africa and that we're Kemetic. And it says here where the Most High put a clear difference between us and stinking Egyptians. Now, I mean, we're not them, they're not us. I don't think you can find a real Egyptian nowadays. You know what I mean? But, you know, black people don't want to come to the realization that we are the 12 tribes of Israel. And they don't want to do it because it's rules that come with that. We're not knowing those rules to save our life. We start separating ourselves and coming back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. We'll be in a much better place. Give me Romans chapter 9 and 13.
Khan, sir. Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Stop right there. Jacob is the progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel, father of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read on.
But Esau have I hated.
Have I loved?
But Esau have I hated.
Have I liked?
But Esau have I hated.
Esau is the progenitor of all oppressors, the so-called white man. And the Most High said, what about Esau?
But Esau have I hated.
That's racist. He hates Esau. And so do I. I hate what the Most High hate. I love what the Most High love. And I love so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? This is not my words. It's all out the Bible. We're going to skip over to Romans chapter 12 and go to verse 10.
Khan, sir. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another.
See, some people take that verse right there and be like, see, you're supposed to love everybody. We are all brothers. No, we're not. When it says right there, he's talking about Israel, so-called black, Hispanics, Native Americans. As we read, he have not dealt so with any other nations like you. You know what I'm saying? But yet they're trying to put the blacks against the Mexicans. You got Dominicans against the Haitians. You got Puerto Ricans against the Dominican Republic, and we're all the same people. We're supposed to show that love, that brotherly love one to another, not to our enemies. Because Most High only dealt with one nation, one family, one tribe. And that's us, Israel. Take me to Psalms chapter 147 real quick. We're going to close out with that.
Khan out or Khan, sir.
Go to chapter 147. Start at verse 19.
Psalms chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
As I just previously said, and have been saying the whole time, Most High only dealt with Israel. You know what I'm saying? He only dealt with the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. That's a racist statement. All the statements, all the scriptures that we pulled were all racist scriptures. If you, according to today's racism, the Most High preferred us over everybody. He had not dealt with no one but us. So it's time for us to come back to us and only deal with us. And then, by saying that, I don't mean pack up and move and live where there's only us. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. What I'm saying is go do your job, go pull your 9-to-5, leave. After you leave, go back to your people, man. Go back to the hood or wherever you live and be amongst your people, man. You know what I'm saying? Quit following Esau's holidays and his customs and his traditions. Get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Bible prescribed. This book is our record book. It's our history book. It's our books of things to do in order for us to be his favorite people. Because without that, we're going to continue to go through hell we're going through, getting shot down in the street, being the last hired, first fired, being on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. Come after these laws, statutes, and commandments. Don't forget to pay your tithes, man. And with that, Israel, I say, shalom.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to Rhythm Man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?